Hello, Dave here with emergencyprepguy.com. I appreciate you stopping by. You might in the distance be able to hear a plane that's just leaving. It's been a rough morning trying to find a time to film. It's been that way the last 3 or 4 weeks, ever since the weather warmed up. I live in a really small town, and there's an airport near the town. And for some reason, the planes like to come over and fly right over my house. So, anyway, it's been a challenge the last few weeks. Whenever I need to film, I have to film in between. And if it isn't planes going by, then my neighbors are doing yard work, and I hear weed whackers and lawnmowers. You might hear an occasional lawnmower off in the distance, but we're gonna forge ahead here. The reason it's time to check the bees is I've been treating for Varroa mites with this Apivar product, and I've had it in here the recommended amount of time, and we're gonna, honey flow is gonna be starting before too much longer, and so I need to get it out of there and check on the bees and see how things are going. So okay, when I left this particular frame in the fall, it was capped on both sides and full of honey. You can see there's still a little bit of capped honey there. Looks like there's a couple of dead bees on it. And this side still is mostly capped. A little bit of pollen in there as well. This one just has a lot of empty comb they've cleaned out. Got a little bit of capped honey and what looks like might be pollen, but they're pretty much cleaning it all out. This one's got some, looks like nectar in there and some crystallized honey in there. Okay, this frame has a fair amount of pollen in it and quite a bit of nectar. I don't see the queen, and I don't see any larvae on it either. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but in there is some capped brood and some pretty good sized larvae, and I don't see any little there's a lot of pretty good sized larvae. I don't see any little tiny fresh larvae on this side. All of it's a little bit, been a few days ago. And then here's a lot of capped brood. But I don't see the queen on this one. A lot of capped brood, looking for just brand new laid eggs. See a lot of larvae and some pollen stores. Some drone cells. Not seeing the queen. Again, I'm seeing fairly good sized larvae and capped brood, but not the queen, and not any. Oh yeah, there's some really young larvae. Basically, oh yeah, I do see a few eggs in there. Okay, good, there's a few eggs. I'm not seeing the queen. Lots of larvae. Queen's been busy. Lots of drone cells. Oh, there's the queen. Hopefully you can see her right there. There she is right there walking. Hi, girl. There's our queen right there. Looking beautiful. Okay, so we'll put her back. Now my plan is to split this hive if the population gets good enough. It looks like it's gonna swarm or can support a split. So here's some capped honey still that they got. Then here's a lot of nectar and pollen stores. And finally, this one looks like it's just mostly capped honey and some nectar. And this one they got mostly cleared out. It's mostly fresh nectar with a little bit of capped honey. Yeah, let me get rid of that dead bee out of there for him. Okay, well, the bees look really good. The population looks like it's down from the last time that I was in there, but that's just because it's warm and they're all out looking for honey and nectar, and pollen. They found the queen, as you saw in there. She looked really good. Lots of larvae, lots of capped, or not lots, but for this early in the season, quite a bit of capped brood. So it looks like the hive is growing and thriving. I'll just need to watch it. As soon as they get all of the frames in their full used with something. Right now they still have quite a bit of empty cone that they're putting nectar in, or she's laying eggs in. But probably within a week or two, as soon as I am seeing lots of honey come in, I'll probably throw on the first honey super on here. So yeah, let me get this bee thing off. Probably got hat hair, sorry. But anyway, yeah, my plans are for this spring, if possible, to split that hive. If the population, fills up and it looks like there's enough to support a split, I'd like to get a second hive going. and my plan was to split it to do that. So yeah, just super excited. Okay, I want to talk for a minute on why I think it's so important from an emergency preparedness standpoint to have bees. We all like sweets, we all like sugar, plus probably one of the most healthiest is honey, especially local honey. And it's the type of sugar that's better for you than just refined sugar. And if you get a long emergency, an extended emergency, especially a grid down type situation where for an extended period of time, you're gonna be happy you have honey, especially if you can produce your own. The other thing is maybe there's some things in that type of situation that you weren't prepared for, but if you have honey and other people don't that have what you need, it's a good barter item. You can barter and trade for the things that you need, and it's a way to be self-sufficient and have a continual store of something that's edible. And so I think it's a necessity in my opinion, and it's super easy. You check on the bees once in a while regularly, make sure they're doing okay, watch for mites and a few things, but honestly raising bees is less work than having a dog. Okay, well, I hope that was interesting. I hope you got some benefit out of it. Again, please share this on your social media. That really helps us build the channel, and hitting that like button really helps with the Google algorithm. And of course, if you like this kind of content, then we'd love to have you subscribe. So again, thanks so much. We'll talk to you in the next video.